I think that my psych science experience has given me a unique and different take into my theology in a number of ways. One of those that jumps out most explicitly, I would say, is that sort of interesting theological question of divine and human relationship, divine and human responsibility. I think that's deeply theological. Many different theological traditions grapple with that in various ways. You hear people talk about the sovereignty of God or God's providence, and again, different religious Christian traditions think about how much God controls human behavior and controls the world in different kinds of ways. I think, though, there's a kind of confluence between my own theological tradition, which is frankly coming out of a Wesleyan Methodist perspective, and my understanding of human behavior. Again, how human behavior can impact negatively the growth and development of persons, and subsequently how different kinds of human behavior can bring about health, wholeness, thriving, flourishing in human persons. Recognizing the really amazing capacity of human persons, what it is we can do in relationships with one another in the world, I think has helped me better understand that when it comes to God and human divine and human relationships and interaction, it really is a cooperative kind of experience. One theologian talks about it as response-able grace, that God makes it possible for us to respond. But how we respond has a lot to do with who we are, where we've come from, the experiences we've had, and the kinds of positions and places we put ourselves in to be able to begin to respond in different ways. So for me, I think my study of psychological science has, in fact, made that relationship between humans and God more more cooperative, like I said earlier, more like a partnership. God's not going to force God's self on me, but God is constantly wooing and calling and urging me to come to God's self. And yet there's something that I need to do. I need to be responsible for. But it's not only me. So it's a much more cooperative, much more, if you will, egalitarian kind of relationship. And I think that's a huge way that my study of psychological science has impacted my theology.